I got one for my client out in Bowling Green today of about 15 users, and it has a pain point within cybersecurity. Been playing a little bit of phone tag with her for a while, and we finally locked down a date in January. So hopefully it'll be a good one, and we can help her out with the different troubles that they're having.
Got one in Utah for my company at Dundee. Pretty big project. The school has 7,000 students, 300 faculty members, 5 locations, and we set that up for Friday. So should be a really good one. They're really excited, postured up the guys at Dundee pretty well, so should be great.
Got a pretty good appointment today for my Davenport IT client. I was with a CPA firm, actually got a hold of the partner on the main line, which is crazy, but he told me he was basically handling everything himself. He has a couple vendors for software and their cloud-based storage, but everything day-to-day he is handling himself, and he's like, I've got a pretty good understanding of it, but it's easy when there's nothing going on and you can just come in and do the bare minimum, but when there is issues, he knows he doesn't have the expertise to fulfill their solutions. So he was open to talking with us about it. Pretty small, they're like 7 to 10 users depending on what time of the year, during tax season or not, but should be a pretty good meeting for the beginning of January.
I was able to get an IT appointment today for my client in St. Louis. It was an accounting firm, 25 users, looking to switch away from their current MSP around the end of tax season. So wanted to meet here in January to kind of go over how we might be beneficial to them, maybe get a proposal and kind of compare what they currently have in place. So got that one, and then I was able to get one for Fargo Roofing up in Fargo. That one was pretty good as well. They actually had an active leak that was leaking down to their electrical room, so they were wanting to get that fixed ASAP. Was able to get a guy out there this afternoon, and we'll hopefully get them a quote closed on that pretty shortly. So should be good ones.
We got 2 this afternoon for my client out. One with an entertainment firm. They're on the larger side, 1,100 users, 8 locations nationwide, and their home base there. Wants to see what we can bring to the table because they're not currently using local support. And then I just got off the phone with another one. It's with a larger lighting firm, if that makes sense. Talked to the internal IT director. They are using third-party support with a firm, but they are not local. Was definitely interested to see what we can bring to the table since we're not too far from them. 50 users, 1 location there, but they have other locations throughout the nation and have a hybrid system. So looks like it's gonna be a good one.
I will call my shot for our Vancouver IT client. Tyler's out today, but he'll be back this afternoon. Should give us a boost. Emma, who you got a shot call for?
My roofer in Texas.
Teddy?
LA roofer. I did get a second time appointment, yes. It is with our IT partner up in Albany, New York. This is a guy we've met with a couple times. He said that back early November when we talked to him last, he said to give him a call back here towards the end of the year when they'd have a better idea of what they were going to do. So I talked to him this morning. There are some changes, and they were actually just talking this morning about us. So timing was perfect. We are meeting with him again on the 9th of January. So it's looking pretty good. I think that one's around 3375 MRR if I remember correctly. So that was good. I want to call my shot though for our IT partner in Omaha for this afternoon. And then Anthony just set one.
Got one at the end of the day yesterday for our client in Anaheim. I spoke with the guy in charge of operations and IT at this larger logistics company, I think it was. 350 iOS devices, 50 workstations, 30 servers, use a couple companies like us. So he was open to meeting. I got that set for mid next month. And then I just got one for my niche medical client. This one we've been chasing for a while. It's a hospital in this health system in the South. So, you know, we've been talking to a bunch of different people in the company. Finally got somebody interested in wanting to meet further. So we got something set up for mid next month. It's their director of operations and surgery services over there. So both pretty good opportunities.
I had 2 appointments today. The first one was for my Connecticut HVAC client. I reached out to the general manager at a hotel. He was covered for maintenance. He had a company he's been working with for a while, but he had a larger project to replace a couple air handlers as well as 3 AC units that his current contractor wasn't actually able to do. So we're headed out there on Monday to give them a quote for that. And then the second appointment I got was for the same client. It was an assisted living facility, 110,000 square foot. It's a brand new building, so I spoke to the maintenance director, and they don't have a maintenance agreement in place, but they're actively shopping around just because it's a fresh building. So we're headed out there next week to give them a quote for that. I filmed a closed deal video. It was actually the same client I got the appointments for today. It was phase one of a total system overhaul that came out to be just under $400,000.
I'll go ahead and call my shot for my roof out of Colorado Springs.
I've been shadowing with Clay here, just learning how to work through the CRM, and about to start practicing pitches here soon.
I got one for my client out in Toledo. It is with an electrical contracting company, 15 users, using somebody, but open to hearing what we have to offer. Set that up for, I believe, the second Tuesday in January, so it should be a good meeting for my client.
I got 2 appointments for my clients in Florida. So one of them is in Ocala. So in Ocala, reached out to IT manager. It actually was a really good call. Spoke with him. He actually is he's moving down, so he's part-time now, and he's actually leaving. Eventually, he's the only person there for IT. So it's like perfect timing to reach out and speak with my client. They had about 50 users, so it's going to be a good opportunity for us. And I set another one for my client in Palms, in West Palm, and another good one. I spoke to the director of IT there for this company. They have everything internal, but they have not had like penetration tests done in like 2 years. So that was kind of our end. They do IT project work too as well. So I was able to set that. They had about 102 users, he said, so that's going to be another great opportunity for us too.
My client in Seattle got a proposal out for 5,000 MRR. Looks pretty promising for February, and calling my shot for an appointment in Florida.
I will call my shot in Virginia Beach.
Got a couple warm leads. People want to call back after the new year so we can set something up then. I will call my shot in Arizona.
Just doing some builds in California. Nothing yet. Hopefully we'll get a warm lead today.
It's been a long morning. A lot of people not answering on my side. I know we have one appointment as a team for Ben and his client and his IT client in Austin. Unfortunately, he's quarantined in a different room right now, not feeling well, but hey, if he can set appointments, I'm all for having him here. I'm calling my shot just about everywhere, and I have clients that are probably going to jump around, make some calls, see what I can dig up, but I'll let these guys call their shots for this afternoon.
Call my shot in Destin again.
Call the shot in Cleveland today.
Calling my shot for IT in New Jersey.
We got one on the board today from Blake. He had one yesterday as well. I've had some really good conversations this morning, knocking on the door of an appointment. But Blake, why don't you start us off?
I got one from my roofer in Northeast Texas. We're going to be going out to a hotel, doing an inspection just with it being wintertime. Could have some damages. We'll see what we can find. They've had a lot of large storms this year, so should be a good one.
I'm going to be building some new stuff. I'm calling it this afternoon. So
what are you calling your shot at today?
Calling mine.
I got things going down in Arizona today for sure. I talked to a couple decision makers already, and just kind of keeping the pressure on.
Still just dialing in the Atlanta area, making new contacts as well, just trying to KDM stuff.
I've been busy training the whole day. We got a couple appointments.
Just got one for a roofer in Dallas. I've been spoken with this property probably 5 times now, and every time I'm supposed to be getting a call back from maintenance. They are looking at getting some projects done. And the regional managers, there's 2 of them coming in, finally called them today, said, you guys said it was going to be this Thursday or Friday. Are we going to do it or not? So they got on top of it, called me back, got it scheduled because we are getting the proposal done by tomorrow so that they can do the review right after the meeting.
I've gotten a couple of proposals out yesterday afternoon and this morning. 2 for my Dayton client. One was for just under $10,000 for a couple different projects, and then the one yesterday afternoon was for about $5,500 MRR. And then my Akron client got out a proposal, or they will be getting out a proposal. They're presenting on Friday for $3,800 MRR.
I've been building a lot of new records. Found some a pocket of places, I guess, in the West Coast, a certain city that has has been untouched, and I'm really excited to start calling this afternoon. So I'm calling my shot for my 2 West Coast clients simultaneously.
We have had a pretty solid day today, having a bunch of follow-up calls on warm leads in Boston, as well as calling my shot in Milwaukee. I know Ross was able to snag a pretty good appointment for his client.
I got a lot of good things going right now for my currently for my client out in Des Moines. So we got a new appointment today that wants to meet midway through January. They are a local construction firm. I talked to them earlier in the year. Just the timing didn't line up from when we previously connected, but we were able to finally solidify a time here in January. Just wanting to see what we can bring to the table as far as like IT support, cybersecurity. Currently with the firm, but wants to compare apples to apples and set up a time in January. Apart from that, we have 2 follow-up appointments we're meeting with here in the near future. One being today. We have a current proposal with them for less than $4,000 monthly reoccurring. Already got a verbal on it, so hopefully we'll have a yes on that today. And another appointment we'll know by end of next week. So they're comparing all their current contracts, and another proposal for just under $4,000. So hopefully a couple wins here before we head to Christmas.
I also got a proposal today for just under 5K MRR that's looking pretty good for a client in New York.
Just had some training, so good things to implement here. Called my shot today in New York for action.
Been having some good conversations. Haven't gotten anything yet, but I'm calling my shot in Colorado Springs.
Not a bad morning so far. Madison's on the board, Will's on the board. Logan just got on the board. Shaffer's going to get on the board. I'm going to get on the board. I have a bunch of meetings coming up, so I'll make it really quick. But super excited. We're humming. Company's humming. We'll finish off the year strong, so bam.
Just able to get one for my IT client down in San Antonio. It's a fire and safety institute, so they handle all things fire and safety, I suppose. They are moving away from their current MSP. We're happy with them. It's about 10 users. The guy said that he wanted to meet in January. It's an in-person meeting for IT, so we're going to get them an exact proposal, and they're moving away from their current client in April, so hopefully we can start working with them.
I got an appointment for my roofer in Florida this morning. It's with a 30,000 square foot assisted living center, currently looking at re-roof quotes, so it should be really good.
I got a pretty good one this morning for JC's Tech. I was directed by the front office at a school to speak with their library specialist. She's the one that kind of handles the IT along with their principal. And they only work with like a break fix guy, just like when they need it. But told her we were looking to quote them on some managed services, see if we could be a resource to kind of bolster the infrastructure. She was more than happy. So we got a meeting set for early January. It should be pretty good. It's like 550 users.
Right down the road from you, wanted to be a back pocket resource. Does that sound about right? Yeah. And it's easy to use because we can set pretty much in any given scenario. I think what we want to consider is when would we change the value? When do we change it? What situations would you say different stuff?
The audience.
The audience, like who?
Based on role.
Yeah.
Well, how are we looking so far today? Nick, I know you're on the board with one.
I think I'm the only one.
The only one?
Yep.
Looking at here. Yeah, only one. Light morning. Well, tell us about your appointment.
Was a MSP in Providence. Pretty short, sweet textbook call. Guy was driving on the road, but told him we do inside sales, and we worked with one company. Told him what we were doing at TechCon over in Manhattan, and he was like all about it. Set up an appointment. He was driving though, so I couldn't get him to accept. I told him if I don't see an accept from him by Monday, I'll give him a shout. It was set up for Tuesday next week.
So a week out. I'd even try calling him towards the end of the day or something. Just be like, hey man, tell guys, hey, I'll call you at the end of the day, and just make sure that you got it. I want to make sure it's accepted because it is a week out. Like I know things will change, so let's make sure we get it accepted.
Okay, I'll do that.
Just got all right. What about you, Nolan? You got 51 dials?
Yep.
What are you running to?
Only 2 picked up so far. One remembered us and was just like, yeah, I'm not just interested. The other one is Resi only. So, but I'm confident I'm gonna get one second half. So.
Yeah. Remember, if they got the word mechanical contractor in their name or on the website, that's a good place to start.
Okay.
What about you, Brennan? How's it going, man? You calling some HVAC?
Yeah, he just had a call back from somebody.
Oh, you just had a call back?
Yeah.
Are you there still? Oh, he's on the phone? Okay. Counter, how you doing over there? What are we working on?
I finished
the initial cleansing of Syracuse this morning before hopping. I'm doing that HVAC map that you sent me over. After that, I'm planning on going to Punta Guarda.
Punta Guarda.
Charlotte County.
Okay.
It's a smaller area, but it is doable. You know, it's right in between Sarasota and like the Cape Corals, Naples area of South Florida.
I was planning on calling it this morning. I did a quick Google search, and it looks like there's a bunch of companies that are, like, compared to our list and what was on Google, that just aren't out there. So probably some opportunities out there to talk to some people that have never even heard of us before.
Okay, cool. Cool.
That's the day that works best for you. All right, I'll
The winter providence, I did that yesterday.
Yeah, you got his email in him or the print?
Yeah, appointment. That was a freshly built Connor record right there.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, we got a ton of markets that we need full. You know, you can call, like one of the things we need is Marietta, Georgia. That's a good size market in that Atlanta metro that's not filled. And we can go and find a company in Atlanta. So if you want to go call through that Atlanta market, just talk simply about Marietta. That's a good one that's in your wheelhouse. You know, we're looking for more deals, right? I've had some good conversations this morning. I had a good call. A company who's working with a competitor, won't name names, that dropped them in November. Loves everything about us. Big problem, Kansas City's taken. So they're looking at St. Joe, and the reason we called was Joplin, which they have an office there, but it's like 3.5 hours away. But I've already got their VP of sales and the other guy that booked the time. They're like, perfect timing, we just got to get you on with our president. So that was one of them. Had a really good call with a roofing company in Orlando. Again, commercial sales manager. So he's got to go get the owner, which his name's James. So that's where those left off. And then I had a call with an IT guy in Wichita Falls, Texas, where he's met and rescheduled on us. He just moved offices. He's throwing a bunch of excuses at me, but got him to the agreement and, you know, basically put the nails to him like, bro, nothing's going to change unless you do something. And he said that he is going to get back to me this week, which usually that means they're just looking for an excuse, but there's only so many times you can push guys. But those are 3 good calls that we've had. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more meetings set up today. One I'm looking forward to most is, you can edit that out, but your guy talking about that other market in Florida would be good. Because I've met with him before, and, you know, you just gotta keep grinding, right? I got your HVAC guy looking at an agreement, wanting to sign up for recruitment only. I'm trying to get this guy to just get going. You know, it's not what we're looking for, but, you know, we'll take it, you know? So let's just keep grinding. Keep using the success stories. HVAC is hitting a strike of, you know, just deal after deal after deal. We got to capitalize on that, right? So even if you want to get into calling some HVAC, let me know. Like, we have so much success stories right now that we can run. We're going about like 6 clients. You know, we're recruiting, we're closing deals. You know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to come from some of these guys. And I'm sure once we get some updates from some of the others, they're probably closing about the same.
Yeah.
We just need more. HVAC is the industry of 2026. I want to see like 50 to 100 HVACers in different markets all over the U.S. So, like, we got to still do IT, but HVAC is that's the go. Yeah. Right? That's why we got you calling, and Jesus calling. We need to be the office that just goes berserk, getting like 5 to 10 HVAC companies a month, because, like, there's no reason we shouldn't. Especially coming into these winter months like this where they get slow. It's going to pick up in spring, and if we can get them signed up now, where we're calling by January or February, it's like, you use that, hey, it's perfect timing, you know? Yeah. But we're looking good. As a matter of fact, looks like just signed. Make sure it looks good. Aaron, you want to check it out for us?
Good.
See if it looks good.
What company?
It's the HVAC guy that reached out about recruiting. You want to take a look at it while we're in the middle of our recap video? All right, let's see. Let's see. We might have just gotten a deal mid camera.
Other territory not listed.
Because they're recruiting only. So it's not just a territory. We can go recruit technicians from all over the state, all over the country, if they're willing to come there.
did the daily recap from December 12th. I've also been grading all the social medias done for the rest of this month for both us as well as my client. And they'll be getting any post out before I leave for PTO from Chris or Matt.
This morning, just again, getting through a lot of social media to kind of plug me up until the beginning of the year. And now I'm doing some blogs and scheduling those out for the next 2 weeks. That way everything's covered for my vacation.
So I'm about to have a PR up for those search features I've been talking about. So that's going to be PRs up and hopefully implemented next hour or so. So we're going to be working on something next.
I've been coordinating with our Austin IT client about the information that needs to get on their website. So working with them on that, and then also just working on that IT template.
I've been working on the email template builder. It's going pretty good so far. And then there was an issue with the drive with uploading folders. So I got that fixed for Matt. He tested it, it works, so that's good. But just working on the email template builder the rest of the day.
Worked on an invoice this morning for a client, and then I also had a kickoff call with a new industry, and then I also did a Balto build this morning. This afternoon I'm going to be working on uploading lists for clients who have already completed those, and then also working on saving the kickoff calls so far this month and attaching them to the account page.
I ran Ethernet cable downstairs to get an access point squared away down there. Working with Aaron to get our records updated for some authentication for our emails. And then I will be working on floor plan for Laura to get all of the new additions and different stuff added, as well as the access, fire access, and all that other stuff.
Getting a couple candidates scheduled to come visit us that I've already talked to. Got some phone interviews scheduled, one in like 10 minutes and some others this afternoon. We got 5 new hires lined up to start over the next few weeks, so kind of getting them started and getting going as well. And that's about it.
Coordinating schedules with a lot of candidates out in Indianapolis, trying to get a licensed plumber in for our recruitment client in Ellis Mechanical. Still searching for some HVAC for Shaffer Beacon, and actually just looks like we're onboarding another recruitment client today and more HVAC tech, so that's about it.
Yeah, I'm Nick, I'm a custodian, and I've just been trying to learn the place, clean some stuff up, get everything down.
Got an appointment for my IT client. It's a manufacturing company. The president emailed me back and had said that his current MSP that he has is a break fix guy, and he's not very reliable, not somebody that really shows up, and he wants something more permanent. So pretty excited.
Got 2 more today, one for my roofer in Seattle. It was an inbound call, my second inbound appointment of the day, where I had spoken with the management company. They told me that they had a maintenance manager that would reach out to me at some point throughout the year if they did have relevance and wanted us to come out. So after a little while, a few months, they ended up giving me a call back saying it would be a great opportunity for me to set a time for them to be able to come out and do a full assessment, and they are looking at replacement bids along with some repairs for some buildings. And then another one for a roofer in Connecticut, inbound. They said that they are looking for help with their EPDM roof. They were doing a bunch of patchwork, said that it wasn't holding up well, so they are switching it over to actual repairs this time and getting something that will last more than a year.
I got another appointment today. It's my 3rd one of the day. This one was for my Phoenix HVAC client. I reached out to the founder of a charter school. I asked them if they had a preventative maintenance plan in place, and they had one, but he let me know that they weren't getting the coverage that they were looking for. They had a cooling water system with a cooling tower and a furnace, and his current contractor was just servicing some RTUs. So he was looking to get a more inclusive package. So we're headed out there the first week of January to provide him a quote.